How's it going, everyone? And this is Daniel, and in this video we are going to be talking about Tesla stock. We're going to go over some important economic data that we got that's related to inflation and how that could potentially affect Tesla moving forward. We're also going to go over and talk about, are we going to potentially see a shakeup in the Tesla leadership? So we have a new tweet that Elon Musk stating that he's thinking about quitting. We're going to go over what could potentially happen for Tesla in general if that happens. We're also going to go over Tesla stock price action and what to expect for Tesla moving forward. So all this important information coming up. So as you can see right here, we have a Tesla stock that is sitting at $1,017 and 0.3 cents. As you can see, for the week, we're sitting at 1.59% of the upside, which is $15. So as you can see today, we went below $1,000. We went below $990. And as the day went on, we slowly recovered and we went up above $1,000. So that $1,000 mark is a very crucial support area that we'll be watching for several weeks. Later on in the video, we're going to be talking about the price action and some important technical analysis, some important, price levels that we need to be watching out for Tesla stock moving forward. Of course, as we talked about in yesterday's video, the most important thing that we were looking at for the overall stock market and also for Tesla was the inflation numbers that was coming out for the month of November. So we have the CPI year over year came in for November at 6.08%. The forecast was 6.7%. We have the core inflation that came in for November at 0.5%, and the forecast was 0.5%. And the consumer price index came in at 0.8%, and the forecast was 0.7%. So based on the numbers, we're sitting at a very high inflation, and we haven't seen this kind of inflation since 1982. So that is pretty interesting to know, but the market did not react that much because the forecast basically nailed it to the head. So we're sitting at a very neutral and a slight bullish reaction from the overall market. As you can see over here, we have big companies like Microsoft, Apple that performed very well. Even Tesla did pretty well, which is up 1.32%. There are some still companies, fintech companies that are sold off aggressively, like SoFi, even PayPal sold off to the downside, but overall the stock market reacted positively to the news. So of course, going into 2022, we have to keep in mind that there could potentially be a rate hike coming up in 2022. So that is the most important thing to know about all these inflation numbers coming in every month. So now let's talk about, Tesla and what Elon Musk has been doing. So yesterday we saw a significant sell-off for Tesla stock. We're anticipating, okay, this kind of price action happens when Elon Musk sells his shares. So that was exactly, what happened on yesterday. Elon Musk sold more than $900 million worth of shares, and he also exercised his options to buy Tesla shares at the same time too. So that was the price action that we saw. And of course, Elon Musk tweeted some controversial tweets. So yesterday he mentioned that he's thinking about quitting and becoming an influencer. So he asked his Twitter followers, stating that, okay, what do you think if he becomes an influencer and quits his job? So personally, for me, I think even if he quits or something happened to him, Tesla has a fantastic foundation that was laid down by him. So I think if there's a leadership shakeup, if somebody new comes in as a CEO or as a leader, they can definitely build upon and grow the company exponentially. The hardest thing and the most important thing is to have a very solid and firm foundation, and I think Tesla has a phenomenal foundation. And if a new leader comes in, all they have to do is just continue the expansion, continue the growth of what the company is doing right now. So even in 2022, we have a lot of massive projects that are going to be completed and starting production in several parts of the world. We have Gigafactory in Europe. We have expansion that's going on with the Shanghai factory over there. We have the Tesla Austin Gigafactory, right? So the company is already making massive moves. And if Elon Musk decides to quit at any point in time, he already have laid down a fantastic route for the company to continue to grow. When you compare it to the same kind of scenario that happened with Apple, Apple was one of those companies that shook up their leadership several times. Steve Jobs was one of the founders of Apple, and the company did phenomenal, and he hired a new CEO, new board members, and etc. And they turned on him and they fired him at one point in time, right? And then he opened up another company, became successful, and then he came back again. And look at what Tesla is doing. Even after he got back to his company and then he eventually passed away, unfortunately, look at what Apple is doing right now. It's currently getting close to a $3 trillion market cap. So the most important thing that what Steve Jobs did is he built a very strong foundation, right? And other individuals came into Apple and they continued the growth. They continued the expansion. We have Steve Cook that is doing the expansion, the growing for Apple at the current moment. So that's the same thing can happen to Tesla too. If Elon Musk quits or something happens to Elon Musk, or he can potentially say, hasta la vista, I'm going to Mars. If he decides to do that within the next few decades, somebody can step in and just continue to grow the company. The most important thing, as I said, is that the foundation and the root, they already have a phenomenal foundation, and the company can continue to grow, can continue to expand. But of course, it will be great to have Elon Musk, but I think the company can still be successful even if he decides to retire or quit his job at one point in time. So another company that we can also look into is the Microsoft, right? We have Bill Gates that was the CEO. Unfortunately, there are some scandals that happened, but he stepped down from his CEO position. But Microsoft is hitting, all-time highs. It's one of the best performing companies in 2021. And there's also another example, right? So I think companies can be successful even though the people that founded it, that created it, that laid down the foundation for it, if they step down or something happens to him, the foundation that they laid down is very, very strong and firm, that the company itself can definitely be successful without the founder being there. Of course, the best thing is if Elon Musk stays and does not quit and become an influencer. But even if he does, there might be a little shakeup happening, but there's strong foundation. The company is not going to crumble or go down. So that's what my personal belief is. Let me know in the comments section below what you think. If Elon Musk quits, what's going to happen, if Tesla's going to fail or not. But let's go back and talk about exactly what to look out for Tesla when it comes to the price action. So before we talk about that, I would really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. We have more than 90% of people that watch the channel have not subscribed yet. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're your first time. Turn on notification. I would really appreciate it. That would definitely help out the channel to grow faster. We're getting closer to 4,000 subscribers. I would appreciate if you hit 4,000 subscribers. So as you can see right here, we have Tesla stock that again tested the $1,000 level. It went below yesterday and after hours, and even today market open, it went below $1,000, but we are holding strong and we closed above $1,000. So as we've been talking about in the past, there's a lot of people that are wanting to get involved in Tesla stock when it goes below $1,000. As you can see, it's getting bought back up pretty aggressively when it goes below. You see this wicks like 1, 2, 3, 4 times Tesla stock dipped below within the past month $1,000, and people are coming in and buying it. So far, Elon Musk has around 20 to 30% of the remaining shares left for him to sell. So hopefully he'll be done selling by the end of 2021. So important key level to watch moving forward for Tesla, again, is going to be the $1,000. The bulls are holding strong, and I believe we can definitely bounce back up higher and higher if we don't have these kind of massive red days that we're experiencing back and forth. After Elon Musk completes his selling, I think we can slowly grind back up to $1,200. So that's going to be the price prediction for Tesla stock. But let me know in the comments below what you think. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, check out the links in the description box below if you want to get free stocks. I'll catch you guys on another video. Hope you have a wonderful weekend.